boxing stream.
To call up the president of Golden Boy Promotions, Eric Gomez.
Thank you very much. Anybody hear any good stories this morning? Very happy to be here. I want to thank you all for showing up. Obviously for us, it's a major day today, historic news, and we're very happy to be sharing it with all of you. Obviously live sports is undergoing an enormous change at the moment, and us at Golden Boy, we took a major step towards that change by finalizing a deal with the sports streaming leader in the world, DAZN. So we're very excited about that. Canelo will start a new era of sports with having his next 11 fights with DAZN. You can watch them on DAZN exclusively. Obviously for Canelo, this is historic as well. He will now be, he's got the richest guaranteed contract in sports history. So that's very exciting for him. As part of the deal, Golden Boy Promotions will host up to 10 events per year on DAZN. The DAZN Golden Boy deal includes large production elements. Oscar De La Hoya will serve as executive producer for all the live fights Golden Boy will be doing with the with DAZN. Yes, Canelo. A couple of other notes. The live production will be a collaboration between DAZN and Golden Boy Media and Entertainment. That's Oscar's in-house production team. We are committed to making the sport as accessible as possible and affordable for all the fans. And the most remarkable thing about this deal is that fans will not have to pay that any extra to see the biggest name in boxing, Canelo Alvarez. So this journey begins Saturday, December 15th, here at the world-famous Madison Square Garden, when Canelo takes on Rocky Fiedling for the WBA super middleweight world title. Now we're gonna show you a little quick video, and then I'll get to the participants and make some introductions. So you guys can watch this video.
And now, two fighters have entered the ring. Only one will emerge victorious. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
We can do it easy or the hard way. You don't wanna have it with my crew parlay. No fear in my heart, what you thought it was. You ain't never have a chance, what you thought it was. Oh, you got it, bruh, you were not enough. I got the city on my back, what you thought it was. What you thought it was. We can do it easy or the hard way.
That gave me the goosebumps. Now it's a great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce you to the DAZN Group Executive Chairman, John Skipper. John?
Thank you. Thank you, Eric. Oscar De La Hoya, as a boxer and a promoter, has been the most important figure in the history of boxing pay-per-view. Right now, Canelo Alvarez is the most important fighter in pay-per-view. I love the Canelo section up here. Canelo has sold 3.6 million buys in his last 3 pay-per-view fights for a total subscription revenue of close to $250 million. His next 11 fights will be available exclusively internationally on DAZN. The first with Rocky Fiedling on December 15th is a gift to boxing fans. It will be free, which is a significantly better value than a pay-per-view fight, free. It'll be available to watch with a download and an activation of the DAZN app and service. During the course of this deal, 5 years and the next 11 Canelo fights, DAZN will return premium boxing matches to fight fans for a reasonable, affordable subscription price, and we will build a robust subscription base off of the demonstrated existing demand for these fights. Today represents a major shift in over-the-top sports content. Until now, fans haven't received the value from these platforms that they deserve. DAZN is here to completely change that. To be perfectly clear, there is a new standard for premium, top-of-the-funnel sports content on over-the-top services. Adding this exclusive arrangement with Golden Boy and its quality roster of fighters to our Matchroom UK and Matchroom US fighters. Thank you, Eddie Hearn. You'll hear from Eddie later, including Anthony Joshua. Gives us a year-long schedule of premium events for boxing fans. We add our Bellator and Combati MMA fights, our World Series of boxing dates, to provide a superior and affordable annual offering for fight fans. This gives us at DAZN an opportunity to demonstrate our world-class streaming platform for U.S. fans. We expect to announce additional high-quality content across a wide variety of popular sports in the United States to add to our U.S. service in upcoming months and years as we lead the way in transforming global sports viewing to affordable and flexible over-the-top services. We have previously launched and established successful services in Japan, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Canada, and Italy, where we feature content from, among other partners, the NBA, the NFL, MLB, Champions League, English Premier League, and Serie A. DAZN is already the global leader in aggregating subscribers and transforming the presentation of sports viewing onto digital and interactive services. Today, I'm thrilled to be here with Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, and Eddie Hearn to announce the beginning of a new era in boxing and the U.S. harbinger of a global transformation to a fan-centered and fan-friendly presentation of sports in over-the-top subscription services. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John. Ladies and gentlemen, now I want to bring out the first half of this spectacular debut event on December 15th. Please welcome to the stage WBA Super Middleweight World Champion, Rocky Fiedling. Rocky?
The reigning defending Super Middleweight Champion of Great Britain, Rocky Fiedling. And Fiedling sensed it. Prize-funded champion, British champion, Commonwealth champion. And here comes Rocky Fiedling, right hand and left. It's a brilliant win for Rocky from Stocky.
I also want to bring out now to the stage the man who will lead this new partnership with Golden Boy Promotions and DAZN. Please welcome to the stage the WBC, WBA, Lineal Ring Magazine Middleweight World Champion, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Saul?
No le tengo miedo a nada. Cuando yo nací, el miedo ya se había repartido. Cada corrida, cada repetición, cada pérdida de calorías, cada golpe que tiro, cada estrategia que planeo y cada contrincante que supero. Todos los días, en todos los sentidos, me preparo para ser mejor.
We do know that he has different color hair, he has different color skin, and he definitely has a different style of boxing. Any punch he wants to throw is landing, and he's landing with force. Canelo Alvarez is in the zone right now.
And when he lets his hands go, it's 5, 6, 7 shots at a time, and he lands most of them. I mean, he's a heck of a combination puncher.
Quiero agradecerle a mi familia, a mis amigos que están siempre apoyándome. Todo esto es por ellos.
His legs are not there. This time, I don't think he's getting up. He caught him again, and again, and again.
Como decimos en México, hay que dejarnos de mamadas.
And he goes down, right on the chin. It's all over. He knocked him out cold. How about Canelo Alvarez? Wow.
Esta era, la era del Canelo es la mejor. ¡Viva México!
Both of them? Okay. Saúl, van a posar aquí. Okay, face forward, guys. Face forward now. Face forward now. Okay. All right. Vengan ustedes, yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, take a seat. Everybody in. Again, I want to thank all you guys for coming out today for this historic event. Aside from announcing the partnership with the Zone, obviously we have a fight December 15th, and we're very excited about that. Canelo's first time fighting at the Garden, which has been a big dream throughout his career. He's coming off scoring the most impressive victory of his career against Gennady Golovkin, and he's looking to make history once again by becoming one of the very few Mexicans to win another bout in another division, 3 divisions. Rocky Fiedling will be looking to take advantage of this opportunity. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. Just talking with Eddie Hearn, I know that Rocky was very grateful for this, but he's earned it as well by being the world champion. Little couple of information on tickets. Tickets just went on sale this morning. The ranges are between $1,000 all the way down to $50. You can get them here at the Madison Square Garden box office, Ticketmaster, or you can charge by phone at 866-858-0008, or obviously online, Ticketmaster.com, GoldenBoyTickets.com, and MSG.com. Make sure you don't miss out. This is going to be a historic night. Tickets are moving really, really fast. We'll get more information on the tickets a little later. But right now I want to introduce someone to the stage to talk about this event. He's been a great partner with Golden Boy Promotions and with Canelo Alvarez, a big part of the team for the last 3.5, 4 years. I want to bring to the stage Gustavo Guerra from Tecate to say a few words. Gustavo? Here he is. Here's Gustavo.
Thank you, Rick. Hola, Nueva York. Hello, New York. It feels great to be here and talking about yet another incredible fight. It seems like only yesterday when we are all at the edge of our seats watching Canelo battle it out versus Triple G in Las Vegas. I'd like to give a big shout to our beloved partners at Golden Boy Promotions for working so quickly to set up a killer fight to end 2018. I'm even more excited that Tecate is able to be part of something really special here, bringing WBC, WBA, Lineal and Ring Magazine middleweight world champion Canelo Alvarez' long-awaited debut fight at the Madison Square Garden to the fans. It's our bold pleasure to have such an amazing athlete on Tecate's roster, and as December 15th gets closer, we're even more excited to cheer him as he faces Rocky, winning his last six fights in a row, actually. So on his own right, he's a remarkable fighter, of course. Standing here, I want just to make two promises. One, this will be another astonishing fight. And two, working closely with Golden Boy, of course, we're going to make, once again, history and give our consumers bold experience like only Tecate can deliver. As the authority in boxing, we will always put boxing fans closer to the action. So as fight night approaches and you start stocking up on your Tecate and Tecate Light, make sure to raise a glass to these two awesome fighters, giving us everything they have and continue to elevate the legendary sport of boxing. Salud.
Thank you very much, Gustavo. Again, obviously, this is a very important event. It marks the first time Canelo Alvarez is fighting at the Garden. Many great fighters, many great fights have fought here. Canelo will join this legendary list of fighters by fighting here at the Garden. Here to represent MSG is Joel Fisher. To come up and say a few words, he's the Vice President of Marquee Events here at Madison Square Garden. Joe?
Thanks, Eric. To say we're excited, all of us at Madison Square Garden, about this event is really an understatement. I want to welcome everybody here to the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden, and we could not be more excited to announce the New York and Madison Square Garden debut for the boxing superstar Canelo Alvarez. We want to officially welcome Canelo as well as Rocky to the Garden, the mecca of boxing. There's not a better place to have that fight than here at Madison Square Garden. As Eric mentioned, the boxing at the Garden has a tremendous and rich history, dates back actually to 1882 when John L. Sullivan beat Joe Collins in the Garden's first fight. Since then, we've hosted hundreds of championship fights, including arguably the best fight and greatest fight of all time, the fight of the century in 1971. So as Eric mentioned, we've had a bunch of great fighters, but when you think of Madison Square Garden and boxing, you think of all the legends who have stepped into this famous Garden ring. And I'd like to name a few. And there's a lot more than this, but you've had Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Rocky Marciano, Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Evander Holyfield, George Foreman, Rocky Graziano, Emil Griffith, Marvin Hagler, Evander Holyfield, Max Schmeling, Tito Trinidad, of course Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, and like I said, there's many, many more. Mike Tyson. We can go on and on because there's so many fighters and the best fighters in the world that have fought in the ring here at Madison Square Garden. It's only fitting that with this long list of legendary fighters, that when Canelo steps into the ring, the Garden ring, on December 15th to face Rocky Fiedling, Canelo clearly deserves to be on the list with all of the greats who have fought here. And I want to make another point. The Garden is not only known for boxing, but it's known for sports and entertainment. And we're synonymous with the biggest events in sports and entertainment history. And we've hosted a who's who of legendary figures, including, obviously, the New York Knicks, who open their home season tonight, the New York Rangers, Billy Joel, Elton John. We just had the Grammys. We've had the Pope, a couple of Pope visits here. Presidential nominees have been here. And that list is endless and endless. And I know Canelo certainly deserves to be on this list with all of the top performers as well. And we at the Garden couldn't be more thrilled. We've heard that both fighters, both Canelo and Rocky, it's been a dream for them to fight here. So I think I speak for all the fans when I say, and for myself and all of us that work in boxing, it's a fan and a dream for us to have the opportunity to see them fight here at the Garden. You know, to prove the point about the fans, and Eric mentioned ticket sales, we had yesterday the pre-sale for this fight, and the pre-sale set history. It was the largest pre-sale, one-day pre-sale ever in the history of boxing that we've had for this fight, ever. I certainly want to take the opportunity to thank Oscar, Eric, Robert, Monica, and the entire staff of Golden Boy, who are such professionals and so great to work with. And I'm very excited to work with Eddie and Frank and all the great staff at Matchroom also. They're great to work with. And I want to welcome back John Skipper with the Zone, and congratulations on the deal that you did. Extremely impressive for all of you, and congratulations on that. I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention Sal Federico from my staff. Quite honestly, this wouldn't have happened if Sal really didn't work with Eric and the staff to make it happen. So thank you, Sal, for all the great work that you do. This is just going to be amongst all of us working closely together, a great promotion. We look forward to building a great event together, and I'm sure it'll be a sold-out, incredible night of boxing. Before I wrap up, I just want to take one moment to explain, if you can step aside, there's a scale here on the stage. And we understand that Canelo is a big fan of Muhammad Ali. Like I mentioned earlier, Ali fought here on a number of occasions, including the fight of the century. Well, this boxing artifact, this scale, is the actual historical scale that they used in 1971 when both Ali and Frazier stepped on this scale hours before slugging it out in that grueling 15-round fight. There's no other building that can offer history like this, and to have Canelo here just adds to our incredible history in boxing overall. So again, thank you everybody for coming today. We are so excited to have these fighters here and look forward to December 15th for a great, great night. Thanks a lot.
Now, if that doesn't give you goosebumps, those names you read off, that's incredible. That's incredible, and that's boxing history, and all in one billet. Now I want to welcome to the stage, to introduce his team, one of the most important promoters in the world of boxing today, Mr. Eddie Hearn. Eddie?
Thank you, Eric, and welcome to everyone here today. Just a quick few thank yous, of course. Thank you to Takate and to MSG. We'll actually be in here in about 10 days here, time for Danny Jacobs against Derevenchenko for the middleweight world title, and congratulations on the pre-sale ticket numbers. Rocky's always been a big ticket seller, so you can thank him for that, certainly. Thank you as well to Sky Sports, our UK partner, who will be showing this fight live. And congratulations as well to our partners, DAZN and Golden Boy Promotions and Boxing, for a wonderful deal with Canelo Alvarez on DAZN. You know, we joined up with DAZN, who are our biggest global boxing partners, a few months ago. And when we give you our commitment, we give you our heart, we give you our blood. And we had a mission to make sure that the DAZN platform would work and be a success. As always in boxing, there were the naysayers, they were the doubters, there were the people that were trying to, you know, poo-poo this project. Would we get the big stars? We launched the platform with Anthony Joshua, the unified heavyweight champion of the world, the first show being live on DAZN. And now, through Golden Boy and DAZN, they bring Canelo Saul Alvarez to the DAZN platform as well. This is a game changer for the sport of boxing, for the landscape of the boxing, and the way that boxing fans digest content. You have a huge price point for pay-per-view in this country, and the great news to fight fans is things are about to change. And now with the likes of Anthony Joshua and Canelo on the zone, the whole game is about to change. And congratulations to you guys for making this deal. When we met in LA last week, not only did we have a great steak, but we both shared our passion for changing boxing and providing great content and price point for boxing fans in the US. And we have another huge show this Saturday in Boston, and this is just the beginning for the DAZN platform, trust me. On to this fight, and it's a wonderful opportunity for Rocky Fiedling. He did his own thing, he always kept patient. He travelled to Germany to win the WBA Super Middleweight Championship of the World. He's always boxed everyone that's been put in front of him. And this is a golden opportunity for him. He comes into the ring as a defending champion, but he's also blessed with an opportunity to box at one of the most special venues, not just in boxing, but in sporting arenas across the world, and to fight an all-time great pound-for-pound fighter like Canelo Alvarez. For those that don't know about Rocky Fiedling, you don't have to worry about him turning up on December 15th. You don't have to worry about him trying to win this fight. You don't have to worry about him not giving 110%, not giving his heart and soul to defend that title that he proudly won in Germany just a few months ago. So, you see the size difference? They both have big hearts. But I promise you, this young man from Liverpool will do everything he can to defend his world title successfully on December 15th at Madison Square Gardens. And we just hope, and John, I hope you can confirm that once Rocky beats Canelo, that he takes the other 10 fights on that huge DAZN deal. And I think you'll agree that's fair enough. So, firstly, I'm going to bring up the team. Okay, it was just a little British humour. Don't worry, don't worry. Rocky's now part of a fantastic training team back home in the UK. You know, the likes of Tommy Coyle boxing on DAZN this Saturday. Carl Frampton, I believe, is here, former world super bantamweight champion. He's big in Mexico as well. And a whole host of other great fighters. And this trainer has really put that belief in Rocky, and with Nigel down there as well, a great team, and Jim in the UK that have taken him to the World Championship. And before we bring up the WBA Super Middleweight Champion of the World, I want to introduce a former great fighter himself to say a few words, Jamie Moore.
Thanks, Eddie. Yeah, thanks for having us. We're privileged to be in such a arena, the Mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden, and the opportunity to share a ring with a great fighter like Canelo Alvarez. You know, we're under no illusions that this is a tough ask. It's a big job on our hands, but I believe I've got the right sort of fighter in my hands in Rocky Fiedling, who's he's got massive self-belief. He's got a lot of attributes which we believe will cause Canelo Alvarez problems, and there's a lot of questions what need to be asked from Canelo's point of view. You know, he's never boxed at super middleweight. He's never fought somebody who's the size of Rocky Fiedling and who's got the awkwardness of Rocky. So, you know, Rocky's been on a long path. He's had a few little setbacks along the way, but all those moments have took him to this point in time. And I believe that him winning the world title in Germany has given him confidence, and it's given him that springboard and platform to come onto this stage today. So I'm proud of him. I'm proud of all the lads in the gym. We've got a great camp at the minute, and it just seems to be going from strength to strength. And I believe that 15th of December, we're going to get the biggest win that the gym's ever had.
Thank you, Jamie. And of course, to hear from the main man now, boxing takes you to some extraordinary places, and to see Rocky Fiedling pressing the bell and opening the New York Stock Exchange this morning was something that I think his mum and dad would never have expected him to see. And it's great to see him on this stage, great to see him in these kind of environments as a world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the current WBA Super Middleweight Champion of the World from Liverpool, Rocky Fiedling.
Thanks for having me. Thanks to Matchroom and Eddie, Golden Boy Promotions and the team, Canelo, for the opportunity. Yeah, like Eddie said, I fought a few months back, July. You know, big ask to me to go over to Germany to win a world title. Everyone ripped me off, no one gave me a chance. I went there believing I could do it. I got the win. It took 5 rounds. And I was happy. So I've worked so hard all my life to get to the world stage. I've won that. Now I'm fighting, you know, the biggest name, the biggest star in boxing at Madison Square Garden. It's every fighter's dream to fight at Madison Square Garden. You know, and I'm here. I've worked so hard all my life for it, and I'm coming here. I'm stripping everything away, the big hype, you know, the big Madison Square Garden. I know how elite fighter Canelo is. I respect him. I've watched him over the years, his career. So I just take that away, and I'm going in there to win. I'm coming as a world champion to defend the title, and I'm going to give everything in training camp and everything in the fight. So, you know, expect a good fight, and I'm coming to win. Thank you.
Thank you, Rocky. Thank you, Eddie, for the kind words. Thank you. Next up to the podium, I want to bring up one of Canelo's co-trainers and managers, very instrumental in Canelo's career throughout the years, got him to this point. I want him to come up and say a few words about training, what he thinks about the fight, and that's the famous Jose Chepo Reynoso. Chepo? Okay, vente acá.
¿Qué tal? Muy buenas tardes a todos y cada uno de ustedes.
Good afternoon to
Qué bueno
everyone
que
here.
vinieron a esta conferencia para anunciar otro gran reto de Saúl.
Very good that all of you are here to announce this big challenge, this other challenge for Saúl Canelo Álvarez.
Les voy a contar una pequeña historia de allá del 24 de junio de 1968.
I will tell you a small story from June 24, 1968.
Todo México se paralizó porque un peleador, un hijo querido de México iba a tratar de conquistar el Madison Square Garden de Nueva York.
Mexico was paralyzed because a child of Mexico, a fighter, was trying to conquer the arena of Madison Square Garden.
Manuel el Pulgarcito Ramos disputaba el campeonato mundial de peso completo a Joe Frazier.
Manuel el Pulgarcito Ramos challenged Joe Frazier for the heavyweight world title.
Todo México estábamos atentos, todo México se paralizó ante la posibilidad de lograr esa gran hazaña.
All of Mexico was paralyzed. We were attentive at the chance of winning that great achievement.
En el primer round parecía que Pulgarcito lo lograba porque casi noquea a Frazier.
In the first round, it appeared that he would achieve that because he almost knocked out Joe Frazier.
Pero el gozo se vino al pozo porque en el segundo round se acabaron las ilusiones.
In that very next round, those illusions were ended.
Pararon la pelea porque Pulgarcito ya estaba muy golpeado y bueno, se acabó aquello.
The fight ended right there, and the dream ended for us because he was badly hurt.
Todo México lloró y yo también lloré esa noche, me acuerdo, porque estábamos ilusionados.
All of Mexico cried, and I cried as well because we all had the illusion. We were all hopeful.
Ahora el destino nos pone nuevamente, bueno, en ese entonces yo tenía 15 años como Martina, pero me acuerdo bien y hoy estamos en el Madison Square Garden.
I was 15 years old back then, and I'm just happy that today we're here again at Madison Square Garden.
Y el 15 de diciembre, México se va a paralizar porque Saúl va a lograr su tercer título en diferentes categorías y va a pasar a la historia y todo México se va a sentir orgulloso de su familia, de su equipo y de su Canelo. Así que ¡viva México, señores! Y nos vemos el día 15 de diciembre aquí en el fabuloso escenario e histórico como es el Madison Square Garden de Nueva York. Gracias.
On the December 15, we will score another great victory for Canelo Álvarez so that Mexico can be proud of him, can be proud of people of our dear Canelo Álvarez. We'll see you with this great victory on December 15 on the great arena of Madison Square Garden.
Thank you. Thank you, Gabriel. Gracias, Chepo. Gracias por las palabras. Now it's my pleasure to introduce one of the premier trainers in all of boxing. He's been alongside carrying Canelo's career, and since day one when he entered the gym in Guadalajara, Mexico, Eddie Reynoso will be the trainer of the year after Canelo wins December 15th. So I want to bring him up to say a few words. Eddie Reynoso. Eddie?
Ahí salúdamela también de aquí de mi parte.
Make sure you greet her too.
Pues buenas tardes, gracias antes que nada por todos los presentes aquí.
Good afternoon, and thank you to everyone present here.
Y pues bien contentos también con la nueva noticia con DAZN, con Golden Boy.
We're very happy also with the news about Golden Boy and DAZN.
Y el 15 de diciembre pues tenemos otro reto importante en la carrera de Saúl.
On December 15th, we have another important challenge in the career of Canelo Álvarez.
El boxeo europeo realmente viene ya tiene tiempo caminando bastante fuerte, empujando.
The European boxing has a lot of time of moving strong, going forward strong.
Grandes campeones, Frampton, Joshua, por mencionar algunos.
Great champions such as Frampton and Joshua, just to mention a few.
Rocky Fiedling es un peleador fuerte, un peleador que viene con una buena racha de triunfos, de knockouts.
Rocky Fiedling is a very tough and strong fighter who's coming off a nice string of good victories.
Sabemos que tenemos un reto muy grande en subir a las 168 libras.
We know it's a big challenge to be moving up to 168 pounds.
Y que nos vamos a enfrentar a un boxeador, a un peleador fuerte, con una muy buena escuela boxística.
And we know that we will fight a boxer, a strong boxer who is well schooled.
Pero queremos hacer historia, queremos hacerle saber al mundo que el boxeo mexicano siempre va a ser el número uno.
We want to make history, and we want to let everyone know that Mexican boxing will always be number one.
Nos vamos a preparar como siempre con mucha dedicación, con mucha disciplina y esperamos ese día 15 de diciembre coronar a Saúl en una tercera división.
We will prepare as always, 100% very dedicated and well, and we hope to make Canelo Álvarez a three-division world champion.
Y de nuevamente gracias al equipo también de Fiedling, al señor Hearn por tomar esta pelea y estamos listos para el 15 y como les digo otra vez, muchísimas gracias.
Thank you again to Fiedling, Team Fiedling, Eddie Hearn, and we'll be ready for the 15th of December.
Gracias.
Gracias. Thank you, Eddie. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege and pleasure to introduce the biggest star in boxing today. At just 28 years old, Canelo Álvarez has an astonishing record of 50-1, 34 knockouts. He's coming off the biggest win of his career. Canelo is just getting better and better every fight out. And obviously now, he's the owner of the richest contract, thank you, Skipper, in sports history. So I want to bring him up to say a few words. Saúl Canelo Álvarez.
Bueno, primero que nada quiero dar las gracias a todos el apoyo que siempre me han brindado.
Before everything, I want to thank everyone for the support that they always give me.
Estoy muy contento de estar aquí. Hace muchos años que quería venir a Nueva York a pelear.
I'm very happy to be here. It's been many years that I've been wanting to fight here.
Hoy estoy aquí y me siento muy contento. Quiero traerles y brindarles una gran pelea a la afición de aquí de Nueva York.
I'm here and I'm very happy and I want to give a great fight to the fans in New York.
Para mí es un reto nuevo, subir de división, entrar en la zona de confort del campeón.
For me, it's a challenge. It's a new challenge to move up a division and to move into the comfort zone of the champion.
Sabemos el reto que tenemos enfrente, pero nos vamos a preparar muy bien para entrar en la historia del boxeo mexicano.
We know that the challenge that we have in front of us, and we're going to train real hard to enter the history of Mexican boxing.
También, por otra parte, siempre he dicho que unas puertas se cierran para abrirse otras mejores.
Also, I've always said that when one door closes, another door opens.
Estoy muy contento con esta alianza que hicimos con DAZN. Muchas gracias.
And we're very happy with this new alliance that we've made with DAZN. Thank you very much.
Pero lo más importante, dejen por la cantidad que se hizo, lo que voy a ganar. Lo más importante en lo que me enfoqué es en que la afición pueda ver buen boxeo gratis. Eso es lo principal, eso es lo que quiero.
Forget about what the price is, the amount of money that we're making. The most important thing is that the fans can enjoy this fight at a very low price.
Muchas gracias, Dison, muchas gracias, Golden Boy. Estoy muy contento, muchas cosas creo que no las podría expresar, muy difícil, pero muy contento por esto, un nuevo reto para mí y estamos listos para asumir este reto. Gracias a todos, gracias a mi equipo, gracias Golden Boy, mi familia, gracias a todos. Muchas gracias.
Thank you to Golden Boy, thank you to Zone, thank you to my team, thank you to my family. There are a lot of things that I can't express, but I'm very happy. Thank you.
Great. So that concludes our press conference. Once again, thank you guys for coming out, and sharing the news with you guys and you guys being part of this. So thank you very much, all of you guys in the media, the fans. We're going to pose the fighters now. Just one more note, tickets are on sale. They're going fast. Make sure you get your tickets or you can watch it on DAZN for free in December. Thank you guys very much. Okay.
And now, two fighters have entered the ring. Only one will emerge victorious. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
We can do it easy or the hard way. You don't wanna have it with my crew parlay. No fear in my heart, what you thought it was. You ain't never have a chance, what you thought it was. Oh, you got it, bruh, you were not enough. I got the city on my back, what you thought it was. What you thought it was.